supposed to be.
That's nice. I didn't know that either.
We gotta get some group shots.
Absolutely.
All right.
The mic is good.
The mic's great.
The mic is good.
Okay.
Say something, Emily.
Hello.
And then,
Hi, how y'all doing?
Smitty.
Hello.
Hola.
One more time. Yeah.
Hello.
Hi.
Hola.
Emily.
Hi.
Smitty.
Hola.
Hey.
No, we're just acting a fool.
What's that one? Y'all seen Scary Movie when she meets people? She be saying their names. She'll be like, "What's your name? Say your name. What's your
Marci.
name? Marci. Marci."
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah, I remember
Watson,
that.
when you tell us when we're ready.
I think we're ready to go.
Should we do
We can
intro?
the intro.
Okay, you ready? Hello. Welcome to another episode of In the Fries. We have another special for Women History Month. And in honor of Women History Month, we have a really amazing guest here today. We can't wait to talk to her. Her name is Marci. And take it away, Smitty.
We got the big Marcilago here. Yeah, we have a great artist, and I'm so excited to get in depth with her and talk to her about her journey. And speaking of your journey, why don't you give me a background on where you started?
Hi, I'm Marci. So I started drawing at 4. I was really inspired by my siblings' sketches. They not me, but they were good. And I started getting inspired by them originally, and then eventually I started painting at 15, and I just fell in love with painting. The therapy of it kept going, and I was able to create like good designs out of it.
Wait, before we even get into that, we need to know a little bit about you. First of all, how old are you? Are you Liberian? What's your story? Because I don't know a lot of Liberian artists.
Right.
Especially girls.
Right, absolutely. So yes, I'm Liberian. Yana.
LIB.
LIB in the building. So I'm 26. I was born in Philly though.
Both parents Liberian?
Both parents Liberian.
Okay.
Yeah, my mom.
You say you were born here. Okay, so you never
yeah.
came over.
Yeah, both parents are Liberian. My mom actually on Spoon TV.
Really?
Yeah, she is.
What?
She is.
Ooh.
Drop that bomb on y'all real fast.
Yeah,
Big Marci, not
Big
the little
Marci,
one.
Not the little one.
That's nice. That's nice. So back to your journey. I know I was asking you, like, what were your, I want the people to know as well, like, what were your first pieces that you created that like really like made you go like, let me take it to the next step?
Okay, so I was always good at drawing people. So drawing people and sketching them out was an easy thing for me. And then when I got to high school and my teacher started making me really think about what I was doing, like come up with concepts, make series and stuff like that, I feel like I was, and I learning how to do watercolor. We should just talk about that. The watercolor and learning how to like control something that seems uncontrollable. That really was inspiring in itself. And then I just kept going and adding the mediums. And then I always was like too advanced for that, like too advanced for my class. And I think it just cut me to it allowed me to keep going.
That's such a beautiful theory, like trying to control something that can't be controlled and learning the beauty of how it's going to like affect you or how it's going to work. So even with your art, how do you take your lessons from your art? Now I'm jumping, but how do you take your lessons from your art and apply that to your life?
So patience and consistency. It's hard to, sometimes we waiting for motivation, we waiting for something to make us want to do something, and really it's just you getting up and being committed to do it. And then the patience part is things aren't always going to be smooth, they're not going to be easy, they're not going to come in your lap immediately. A drawing doesn't always look exactly how I want it to look, but sitting there and making it what I want it to be is where, you know, that goes into life.
It's definitely a gift from God if you can have a thought in your head and you can create it with your fingertips.
Absolutely.
And so that's the most beautiful thing.
A question that I have for you is, so when you started drawing, right, you were just doing it for fun at home.
Yeah.
At what point did you decide to take it seriously? And I know coming from an African background,
Yes.
how did that go over with your parents? You were like, I want to be an artist. How did that play out?
So my dad really didn't have too much say in like how I was doing it, but my mom, she's like, there's gotta be a way you could turn this into money. So
I love that. Okay, mom.
right. So she went to school, so she was trying to make me like figure out a way to go through school with it and make it work. So that's where I came up with the architecture idea, and I didn't go through with it. I hope to finish within the next 3 years and go back and achieve that. But I didn't go through with the architecture idea, but I did go find advertising, which is another art lane. But it combines this. My mom's a psychologist, so it combines psychology and art. So I think that was like a smooth and easy transition. But as far as me personally starting my business, it was easy because the money was coming to me in a sense of people know you're talented, they coming to you, they want your work.
Right.
After you're consistent, you're already doing it, and you're showing people that. So
Now, I want to go back to your mom, right? Because
Yeah.
we're talking about women. It's Women History Month. And I
Yeah.
think a lot of the time, African moms get a bad rap
Yeah.
because they don't really support their children in that craft. Like if you
Right.
say, if I want to be a singer, I want to be a rapper, we don't really see a lot of African parents. They're like, go to school, be a doctor, go to school, be a nurse.
Yeah.
So we want to give your mom her flowers.
Absolutely.
But that is amazing that she supported you and said, okay, I see you're good at this. Let's see how we can make money from it. Let's see how that can
Exactly.
tie within your career. So I really love that for your mom. That means you
Thank
have a
you.
really cool mom.
Yeah.
Is she like a traditional African mother?
She said she's a psychologist, so I feel like with being a psychologist, it's so much like you're a little different when you
Yeah.
can understand the human brain on a certain extent.
Exactly. I think she has her ways that we all grew up seeing, but she also came here young. I don't really want to expose her tea because she also got her own thing going on. But she came here younger, and I think from her being in the environment she was in, she also understood American culture a lot faster. So she was able to then, okay, I want you to be a professional in what you do. And even with the art stuff, she didn't support the art by itself from the get go because she didn't see the money in it like most people wouldn't. But when I had an art show last year, she came to the show. I walked away with $500 on a regular day. That's not a lot of money but it is when you think
it is.
When you're an artist, yes,
when you
yes,
think
it's a lot
art
of
isn't
money.
anything, that is a lot to. Oh, my daughter came home from this, and then she came in the room and she saw how it was affecting people's mentals. The politicians start coming in the room. It's grants. It's all this stuff. You could see a whole bunch of
She starts seeing the bigger picture,
effect.
the
Exactly.
opportunities.
And my
Yes.
dad even the first time he spoke on my art, he even talked about it. Like, look at the rooms that you're in. We love the prestige as Africans. We love the prestige.
Of course.
Exactly. So he really was proud of me for being in these rooms with certain people that he would. We also love politics as Liberians. So,
I know.
so we definitely it was inspiring to him because it was his world too. Everybody's world was in one place.
I love that.
And speaking on your heritage, I want to go back to the point where you were talking about your siblings and how they inspired your art, and I want to give your siblings their flowers as well. Like, what were the first little things that you saw? I know with me, I was a handwriting freak because my sister had really good handwriting. So, like, what were the little things as an artist that you saw?
So my older sister, she used to have a crush on Nelly and AI.
Oh,
Sorry, but yeah. So she would be in the living room just drawing them, and I would look at it like, oh, it really looked like them though. So she gave me the first like portrait.
she was doing portraits already.
Yeah. Yep. She my older sister, she about 10 years older than me, 12 years older than me. So that was inspiring. And on top of that, like I wasn't allowed to do. They're in high school. They listen to secular music. They doing all types of stuff. I wasn't allowed to really connect with them, but that made it a gateway. And my brother, he used to draw cartoons and stuff. So
It
he's
runs in the family.
yeah, it does. It really does. A lot of arts is a part of my family on both sides, on my dad and my mom's side.
I was about to say, what does your dad do, if you don't mind me asking?
Well, with him, it skipped him. Let's be honest. but his father was an author, so
Okay.
That's so art.
yeah,
He's just good with writing.
yeah.
Okay.
So yeah. When it came to my brother, he did cartoons and stuff. So I came up with there's a lot of cool concepts and making things your own. I think that's where he inspired me.
Yeah.
Do you think being Liberian or being African have any influence on your art?
Definitely. If you see my first pieces, I showed you some of them. I had a series of masks and African masks, and I used Mami Wata in one of the things. Like I used my themes, right? I used my cultural themes in it. The colors. I think the color scheme that I do use, even in this piece, like
I love that piece.
Thank you. me and my sister went to prom, and I wanted to make the kente cloth. I wanted to make it my own in a sense, not too much, not too detailed, because that wasn't what I was going for.
Right.
But I liked how we did that. We went to prom, but on top of it, and those two are two separate pictures that I put in one.
Oh, wow.
But I like that, putting that together, and then the color schemes. Color is really important to me. I think that comes from my heritage, though.
I love that.
Thank you.
That.
So could you walk me through your process with your art, like beginning of the idea conception to the final product? Like I was just telling y'all about that movie, right?
Yeah.
And she was actually an artist, and like she took like little things from her life, like she turned into a dog, so she had like a playground with dogs on it. She talked about how her friend, like being a mother, killed a bird on accident, like the stress that comes with it. And then one of her paintings had her friend and like the dead bird in the background. So like, do you take your influence from your life? Do you like, how does it, well, you did say, that piece as well, but from beginning of your idea to ending.
Okay, so usually if it's an inspiration, it did come from my life. If it's an inspirational piece, but let's just say like Lil Durk.
I was going to ask about that one.
Right. So when I think about people, I think about their relationship to others and stuff like that. And I also want to depict that. So they're together and he's locked up and she's still here. I already was going to do a piece for Dirk when he was coming to Philly before he got locked up. But I wanted it to be a personal to him. So that separation, I kind of feel like they still together, so it's not. We're not gonna give him a broken heart, but it's melting. Like
bleeding.
Yeah.
I love that.
So like that's kind of what it is. I kind of just see things and make my own interpretation of the relationship or life and try to help people connect to that.
You want someone to feel. That's good. Yeah. What's your favorite medium?
Acrylic.
Acrylic paint, yeah. Classic girl.
I was going to say, is there a reason why?
Yeah.
So I did start with watercolor, and I loved watercolor, but once I got to acrylic, it looks a little bit richer to me. Mm-hmm. And, like, watercolor looks cool, and you can make it look rich. I've seen some really talented people, but I just think the way that I started, I didn't train for that. A lot of people say don't use black when you're painting, like, try to avoid it and just use darker colors. Mm-hmm. And I think when I was doing watercolor, I used a lot of black. So the contrast was very high in a lot of my pieces, which made it look less real. So there was that, and then I might consider oil just because I want to work on more patience. So oil takes a lot to dry, and
I've never used oil either. I feel like what is oil? Is that like? I guess it's a little thicker, creamier than acrylic, right?
Exactly.
Okay.
And it takes a long time to dry. So like we were talking about earlier, trying to finish in one day, I won't be able to do it.
And then also mixing the colors and the stuff like that with the oil probably be a whole process because like you have to do layerings and stuff like that. You're not doing layerings in one day with an oil piece.
Yeah, not doing that like that.
I was gonna ask you, how do you think social media influence your business, your art, everything that you do? Do you take inspiration from social media?
So I don't really think about other artists, like as far as
talk about it.
I hear that a lot from a lot of people that are artists, even creators.
Yeah. I don't like to because it's hard to stay yourself. It's hard to make the piece yours when you're looking at what other people are doing. And there's a way to do that. Like for the Wallow piece that I did, I collabed with and Sexy Red too. Like these are different artists, and me collabing with them, it allowed me to step into a different way or lane of art without actually going there. Okay. And not that I don't want to go there, it's just like it's kind of hard for people to see your work and think, oh, did she steal that? Did she?
Right.
I don't want that type of imagery. But Instagram, to be honest, content is the hardest part for me because I don't like recording. I don't like making it. I want to get up and paint at 12 o'clock in the night.
Make
my
a
hair
time
looking.
lapse.
No, it's not the time lapse part. It's like the aesthetic part.
Right.
You don't really want to think about the camera angle and this, that. You just want to get up and do it.
You just want to do what you want to. I get it.
I think people receive rawness better, though. I understand the day and age we're in with social media. Everything has to be like cleaned and perfect and pretty. But what I've noticed, my rawest moments are my most well-received moments. So Maybe we don't think about it like
Too
that.
hard,
Yeah,
yeah.
because then also you want those raw moments in the beginning. Because when
Yeah.
you do get a cleaner act and it's more processed and put together, you're more rich and famous. You want to look at that raw process. Back in the
Exactly.
day.
It tells the story.
Yeah.
A little tip that I will give you is what you should do. If you already have things set up, like we have the cameras in here, if you already have different angles set up, so once you get into that moment, you just hit record. You don't have to get
think
up
about
and
it.
do anything else. You just, yeah, I think that would be a good thing you should try.
All right, cool. I'll take that into
I love that.
consideration.
But do you think social media has helped your business in any way?
Absolutely, because I get to, when I do the celebrity meetups, I get to record that and I get to share those moments with other people. And I think that, one, it helps me on the back end when I'm networking, but on the other end, people like this opportunity, this came from social media. So telling the story of what I'm doing and other people see it and then they want to learn more about it. So
So if we had a young Liberian girl that wanted to be an artist, that wanted to start painting and drawing, what advice would you give her?
definitely have to do what you want to do when it comes to art. Like, don't let anybody discourage you or tell you that it's not going to make you any money, because it has. I've been paid by celebrities before. Like, there's different like opportunities that do come out of it. You can, and there's different ways to be an artist, not just one. So, and a lot of people are telling you that you can't because of ignorance.
Right.
So there's that, and I would just say stay unique, stay willing to learn, and I think that it'll be beneficial for you.
I love that. I think a lot of the young girls, we don't have people in different spaces, especially in the Liberian community. That's why we really wanted to do this Women History Month series, because we don't see a lot of Liberian women in certain spaces. Like, you don't see Liberian women or girls that are artists. You don't see Liberian women and girls that are comedian. You don't see Liberian women and girls that are influencer or dancer or all the things that you do, Smitty. We don't see that a lot, you know. It's usually all the nurses, the doctors, the lawyers. So I love for us to have a space where we can showcase, like, you're 26, you're an artist, you're doing something that you love, something that you're passionate about, and you still make money doing that.
Absolutely.
I love that.
Thank you for showing them there's a way out.
Yes. Let's do some personal questions. Let's get fun, because I feel like we've been a little too uptight.
stiff, huh?
We've been
Yeah,
stiff.
we're very serious.
It's because we don't have any wine. We need to loosen up.
Yes.
All right, tell us some personal stuff. Tell us about your personal life.
me some
Are you
tea.
dating? Give us some tea. Let's
Where your
loosen-
boyfriend at?
Do you
Girlfriend?
prefer Liberian men over American men? Like, what's your preference?
Y'all just did everything at one time. Y'all just laid it all
We
on
laid
me.
it
Yeah,
all.
sorry, I felt like we selling your aunts, right?
We were serious in the beginning. We want to make it a little fun.
Right, you're right. Okay, so one of the questions, do I like Liberian men? Yeah.
Liberian men or American men, if you had to choose.
I think they both have scarred me before. They both have scarred me.
In different ways.
In different ways. So I can't say, but I think I love being around my culture, so that's a plus for Liberian men.
Yes.
Being around your culture, being able to resonate.
You
That's-
fufu and sue with your
Do you
lovers.
think
the
Liberian men are
best.
more understanding of what you do as an artist? Because I feel like a
If
lot of
they
time
are
they don't get it.
artists. If they are
do?
artists, if they are themselves or some type of creative, then yeah.
If they're not, they
if
don't.
they're not, then
They're like, what are you doing? You just,
It's not a real
drawing?
job. Yeah, I get that.
exactly. So there's that. With Americans, I still get the same thing. Being an artist is weird to a lot of people. It's not something that is like really conventional. So
Right.
I think I'm still proving a point and still breaking that barrier when it comes to both sides. And then with American men, we're here. We in America. So
I gotta say what I say. I don't know. I'm weird. I don't like American men. I don't like dating American men like that. I would give me like I need some type of like you got to be Caribbean. You got to be African. I'll take European even on top of that.
Right.
I'll take Asian. But when it comes to like Black American men, I'm so sorry. I love you guys, but it'd be so hard for me. Like I always had this joke growing up. If you don't eat rice and beans, we just not gonna connect. Like,
Right.
We have nothing to talk about.
right. I get that.
Let's talk about friendship. Like, what's it like for you right now with your friend groups? Like, how do your friends receive you as an artist as well?
My friends are super supportive.
I love that.
Yeah, I love all my friends, and I think our relationships. I have a different relationship with different people. I have more business relationships with some friends. I have more friendly relationships with some, but
That's
everybody
good. That's a
comes.
blessing.
Thank you. Yeah, like everybody comes through, and everybody does what they. We have a reciprocal relationship, and that's like I love the gratitude on both sides. So
And I love that at your age, right? You can. Every time I say it, make me sound old, but you can differentiate that there are different types of friends. That are friends that are going to support you, that are friends that you're going to party with, that are
Yeah.
friends that you do business with.
Yeah.
So just knowing that, I think that's really great. It sets you on a really good path, so you're not easily disappointed by the party friend that's not really
Exactly.
showing up to support you to your art show.
exactly.
So I love that you have that separation.
Thank you.
Can I ask you
Yeah.
about your mother? Because what you mean your mom owns Spoon TV?
She's
Yeah,
on
girl,
it.
pause on. What, tell us a little more.
So she's on Spoon with she just gets on it every day. She does her thing. I don't really get involved in a lot of the political side.
Okay.
I think that's what she likes to do. She likes to advocate for women
I
in
love that.
Liberia.
I love that.
Do y'all watch the show?
Not much. No.
I've watched one, but it was so much politics, and I'm not really into
yeah,
politics.
like, one
so I was
got
like,
me, and I
"Ooh,
was like, "This is a lot of
I'm not really
yelling."
into it.
Exactly. It's like
CNN.
Yes.
It's like CNN meets Love and Hip Hop sometimes. 'cause
Right.
the-
CNN, that's a good way to describe it.
but not to say it like in a shady way or nothing, but they definitely have their drama. But I think the cause that what my mom is on it for is to make Liberia a better place, especially for women. And even here, like she does, if you need to get your paperwork done, she can help people who need that. And I think that's the balance for her.
Oh, I love. So she does a lot of immigration stuff to
Yes.
help. I love that.
Thank you, mommy, for giving back to the community. Seriously, we need more
So-
ladies like that.
What legacy do you hope to leave behind?
I definitely want to be an impactful artist as a woman, as a Liberian. I want to go back home, help with art. If I go back and do architecture school and stuff like that, I definitely want to take that back home and build more buildings and stuff too.
We need that.
Yeah,
We
for
need that
sure.
in Liberia.
And I want to be able to teach Liberians and American kids, period. I want everybody to be able to grow and understand that you have this path, you have that path, but if you do it the right way, you can make money out of it. So.
Yes.
Thank you.
I love that. You have any other questions, Smitty?
Do you have any projects and collaborations coming up I need to look out for?
Yes.
Absolutely. I'm planning an art show, so I think that's the biggest one. I want it to be in May. I'm hoping that's what I end up doing. I think that the art show is going to be something big and decent to come through for.
Okay, we love that. We can't wait to share it.
Yes, thank you.
So before we close this, in case the guys are wondering, are you single? Are you looking to
Very
mingle?
beautiful.
I think at this moment, at this particular moment right now, I'm single.
You're single and you're free to
What will
mingle,
happen
or you're
tomorrow?
focusing on your art.
I got good questions. Yeah, I am focused on my art right now.
So you're
but
not mingling.
I'm mingling too.
Just
but
a little bit,
Just
small,
a little
small.
bit. Yeah, small. Like we're not making that a main focus right now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I love that. I love that.
One more question. I guess that's a good question. Did you have to at one point decenter men from your life? Was that ever like a thing for you? Not saying it is, but women do have to go through that moment where they realize like the relationship can't be the main focus anymore for yourself.
Yeah, I think so. When I started really taking art seriously, I was in a bad space, and there was a breakup, but it wasn't at that exact moment. There was a breakup. I have a 4-year-old, so me splitting with his father, then trying to go back to school, that was a darker space. But then like dating after that put me even worse in a worse space because
All them energies around you touching you, yeah.
exactly. So I was like, nah, I'm not. I gotta do something to take myself seriously. That wasn't that. Like,
I like that. I like that.
I like that. So you say you have a 4-year-old.
Mm-hmm.
So do you think being a mother has influenced you the way you do things on your entrepreneurship journey?
yeah, So it made me find one journey and stick to it and want it to grow, because I know that at the end of the day, what I do is going to be a profit for him,
Right.
or it's going to be beneficial to him in some ways. The connections I make, whatever, he gets that. So it definitely made me want to move forward as an artist even more, as well as do other things, like still stay consistent, still work and everything. But it gave me another outlet for him.
I love that. So I know you guys recently partnered up with our producer, Dr. Watts, and you guys did a sip and paint. Tell us a little bit about that. And do you guys plan on doing more in the future?
Absolutely. It turned out really well. It exceeded my
So sad
expectations.
I missed it.
No, I definitely wish y'all would have came. Y'all would have added another vibe. And even for the podcast part, I think that y'all have a good energy that provide for that.
Thank you. Next time we'll definitely
We'll be there. Trust me.
Absolutely. Yeah, so basically it was a good event. I didn't expect it to be what it was. And everybody did a good job. Everybody was willing to learn. And then they got to a point where at first it was quiet, then people started talking, and then it got back quiet. But the quiets were different. Like
Okay.
the first quiet was I'm kind of nervous,
not
but
really
the second
sure.
one was like I'm focused.
I'm
I want this to
thinking.
yeah.
good.
So
That's
watching
beautiful.
that was good. Yeah.
Oh, I love that. I love that. And we can't wait for the next one.
Thank you.
We're looking forward to it. We're so excited. And we want to thank you so much for coming on this special episode of In the Fries for Women's History Month.
Yes, thank y'all for
appreciate
having
you.
me. I appreciate it. I appreciate the appreciation. And I appreciate y'all as well.
And I love seeing beautiful Liberian women. We can't wait to see
Yes.
more from you and everything that you're doing.
Thank you. Yes, we'll definitely have more, and we'll definitely have more sipping paints too. I want to do more in here, and
Yes.
I want more Liberians to come out for it. So
Yes, definitely. Can you share your social handle? So if someone's watching, they can go ahead and follow you.
Yep. So my art page is Art from Mud __, and then my personal page is Marcielago, MARCIELAGO.
Oh, love that. And she looked right into the camera when she said it. She's
Yes,
good.
you ready? You spelled it. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much, Marci.
Thank you so much.
Till next time.
Watson, do we need a photo? Smitty, we got to shake up for the next one. I feel like we were a little boring.
We were not boring.
Watson said it was boring. He don't want to say it. He's like,
Where we?
I'm gonna put this drink down if I become.
we all need to get a
I know
drink.
I don't.
I don't know what you're talking about.
No, we need to get a drink so we don't be boring. No, you did really good.
Okay.
You did. We felt like we were boring with the questions, but you did good.
It's hard to be super interesting.
Should we go in one seat? This one? The light is better.
Do anybody need? Take out your jacket, take it out now. Because me and my.
I think I should go in the middle to break up your color.
Yes.
Take out your jacket and get comfortable. Because I have no problem walking off that station. I'm just somebody back here.
Hell, shoot African man.
Take out your jacket and take it.
I know we don't smile and smile and smile. I didn't have coffee this morning. I don't think I had breakfast.
Oh, it's breakfast sandwiches out there.
We're running late, so I was trying not to. Nah, Marci's completely cut off the string. Like she's so tall.
We in heels too.
Over a couple inches.
Please marry a tall man. We need tall people.
We need more tall people. I know. I'm like, what was my mom thinking? She knew she was a short woman. Why she waited took a short man? My dad is so short. I'm like, why did you do that?
So the fact that she's tall, no, good. No, that's fine. No, that's fine.
She got in the middle of me too. I think it will break it up so it doesn't happen. Or she'll black the sun.
No, yeah. So okay, that's fine. Yeah, no, she's fine right there. And then you stand right there. Oh, anybody, you stand right there. You guys ready? Yeah, you guys come to me. That's it.
Emma, can I ask a favor? Can you take some pictures of me?
Yes, ma'am. You look good.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Marci. We appreciate it.